Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. So I've had an interesting day today. Last night went up into the roof, grabbed out my old ELM cable which connects to the ODB into the laptop, downloaded Forescan, and started doing some messing about. Wasn't happy with the steering angle sensor, which was why the ESP light was on. Never messed with Forescan before, heard it can do great things. Put it up, had a bit of a learning curve, managed to get the steering angle sensor showing and everything, realized it was 180 degrees off. So whipped off the steering wheel, the boss and everything, the airbag, flipped it around, got it on, recalibrated it, and all my electrical gremlins are now gone away. Got no ABS lights on, got no ESP lights on, got nothing wrong at all. All those weird things that were happening all seem to have gone. So I've gone for a good long test drive. It feels 50% better. It's definitely, you can feel it pushing more on the back now, but this limits things down. So basically the DEM takes inputs from the ABS sensor, which the steering angle sensor is actually part of that BCM. So I'm imagining when it had the steering angle sensor issues, it wasn't fully engaging because it was seeing some sort of an error in the ABS. That's what it feels like. It's definitely spinning less than second, definitely spinning less than third. Well, it's almost not, it's not spinning in third at all, which is a lot better. But I'm still thinking the pump's a bit weak. So what we're gonna do, popped off to a mate and got a spare pump of his. Now, don't know if you can see that, this thing looks like brand new. Definitely going to do the job, definitely going to eliminate some unknowns. Basically what I'm going to do, I've ordered some oil, 2 litres of oil, and I've ordered a new filter kit. So when it comes, whip my pump out, do a complete flush, oil change, everything, because I think some debris has gone through that other pump and I think it's a bit clogged up inside. So what I'm going to do, stick this one in fresh oil, see how it goes. If that sorts out my problem, then my pump, I'm going to strip it apart. So you can actually get, there's a couple of bolts and stuff on here, strip it all apart. You can actually buy new motors for the inside, but I'm probably not even going to go that far. I'm just going to see if all the contacts are clean and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so that's my plan for basically right now, basically the next thing you're going to see. So yeah, join me along for the ride, and fingers crossed this is going to sort out all the issues. All the electrical side's now sorted. I'm pretty sure it's just this thing. So let's get on with it. Right guys, what we're going to get done now is I've got some bits to finish off the fuel filler pipe. So I'm going to get that done. Unfortunately, it looks like as bits arrive, I'm going to have to be doing stuff in dribs and drabs. So I am still waiting for the stuff for the haldex before I can whip the pump out. What I'm going to do is do the filler, put some petrol in, test it, make sure there's no leaks or anything coming out of it, and yeah, then at least when I go for a test drive I can fill it up at the fuel station. So let's spin the thing around, get it up on the stands, and then I'll show you what we're doing. Right guys, so I'm just going to try and show you what I'm working with here. So you can just sort of see it under there with that chrome pipe is. So that over here comes out of the fuel tank. That's a 40mm to 30mm drop, and then it goes into a 90 degree, and then I've had to put it through. Let's see if we can get a nice view of this. Can't really see, but you can see the pipe there, and then it goes through the chassis leg, and then you can see it hanging over there, out and around. Now, the old Mondeo tank used to come from the side, so that's pretty much sort of semi where it was coming from, but the rest of the piping wasn't quite right. So what I've done, as the fuel filler comes down and bends, I've cut that off so I can adjust that the right way. I'm going to put a little joiner on there, and then I've got another 90 degree that's come out, well, that's come in the post, sorry, that's going to go around that chassis leg there, because it was just too tight for the pipe itself to do without collapsing. So I'm going to quickly get that done, see if I can get a better angle for the videos here, and do a bit of a time lapse of me measuring and cutting and doing my stuff. So let's get to that. Shouldn't take too long, fingers crossed. Right guys, so after a bunch of back and forthing, had to pull the actual metal part of the filler part that leads up to the top. I had to pull that off again, chop some more out of it, but there you go. So got a joint here, because I had to get more of an angle, and this is the original piece, 90 degree there, and then that 90 degree underneath. So keeps it all sort of away, all tucked away from everything. It's not going to touch anything there. But yeah, there we go, all sorted. Right guys, welcome back. It's another day. Beautiful day outside today. Sun is blasting and shining. So the car's up on jack and I got my bits and parts. So I'm just going to show you what I got going here. What I've got, I've pulled the old pump off, which is that one, and I've pulled the old filter out. As you can see, it's nice and dirty. And what I've got here, I've got the new filter. Obviously, if you look inside there, you can't really see any of the filter material. Here you can. I've blown through the two. That seems quite blocked. And there is the old pump, all ragged and horrible. And here is the good spare that I've got. What I'm probably going to do is plug these into the battery I've got over there and just see if they sound a bit different, just for my own head. But basically, got it all the oil's bleeding out of it over there, out the diff. I'm going to give it a good clean over, maybe try put some stuff through it just to try and clean it a bit better. I want to try flush all that out and yeah, get all these bits in and get it tested. So let's get to it. Right guys, I've had a real battle on my hands today. Basically, with all the testing, I'm determined that it's not getting torque to the back wheels. You can basically jet the front wheel off the ground, put it in first gear, and just the wheel that's off the ground spins. The back doesn't actually turn. So I've decided to pull the whole haldex apart and just double check everything before I start actually considering it being an electronics problem. Unfortunately, pulled these two haldexes apart, the one spare that I had, got them over here, and Everything looks good. The clutches all look good. This is the Volvo one. This is the Land Rover one. Clutches all look good. Everything looks pretty clean inside of here. So I'm just waiting for a delivery now. Some brake fluid cleaner. I'm gonna spray it all out. Spray out all the little oil passageways. Take this all apart. Spray out each of the things. Make sure everything's spick and span, and then stick it back in. To be honest, if this doesn't really help, I'm kind of stuck. I don't really know what to do as the next step. It definitely feels like it's pushing some power, but only above a certain RPM, only above, say, 3,000, it seems like it. So, I mean, it's weird. It shouldn't be doing like it is. My next thoughts are maybe the ABS controller is not talking to it properly. But before we get into that, I'm going to get this all clean, get it all together, and get it back in there. Alright guys, so had a bit of a mixed day yesterday. Stripped the entire haldex down, figured out how it's all working, got it all back in together. Found nothing mechanically wrong with it. The clutches look brand new, so that only means one thing: it's not getting a proper signal from the ABS. Now, there are a couple of weird things I've been seeing with the Mondeo wiring, the wiring sort of diagrams. There seems to be two speeds of CAN bus. I am using the high speed at the moment. Just doesn't seem to be working. So I'm going to try mess around today with some wires straight from the haldex controller to the ODB plug. I'm going to get it up. I'm going to let it run, and I'm going to see what swapping the wires around does. To be honest, I don't think we're going to get very far with this. I think if we don't have any luck, I think I'm going to be looking into making a standalone controller for it. So yeah, I guess this is where we're going to have to do it. This is what we're going to have to do, just test a few things, lift it up, get all four wheels off the ground, hopefully the ABS doesn't freak out, and then just see what switching some wires around will do. I'll keep you guys informed. It's not exactly the most exciting thing, swapping wires and climbing under the car, but yeah, we'll do some updates if I find anything. Alright guys, so unfortunately I've had no luck with that, so it's been a bit of a pain in the arse. Swapped onto the high speed CAN and the low speed CAN, swapped the wires around, just nothing. It's just not getting anything. So there's either something weird in the ABS module doesn't talk to this, or it's expecting a different kind of signal. I'm not sure, but been doing a bit of testing, and a manual controller seems like it's doable. So what I'm going to do, put this down, get it back on the ground, leave it to the side, and I've got that other controller over there with a solenoid. I'm going to basically use that with the current and some variable resistors, hopefully, so that's what I'm going to use, so I can get movements on that solenoid. Basically all I want to do at the moment is just lock it out and make sure the back wheels move. That would be ideal, but I need to limit the current because unfortunately it will burn out if you keep it going for too long. So yeah, that's where I am at the moment. Yeah, unfortunately, I've got to end this episode in a bit of a downer. I'm probably getting between like 10 and 15% torque through the back wheels, which is obviously not enough. I think it's slightly engaging that solenoid, just needs to be locked out. So I'm going to be able to develop something, potentially have something that I can sell to the Volvo guys who want to do drag racing and stuff. So let me have a look, do some research. Next video is probably going to be a lot of electrical stuff, but yeah, thanks for bearing with me. Things are looking positive. It's got a bit of drive through the back wheels, not much, not enough to compensate for the front wheel spin, but we're getting there slowly. Right, till next week, enjoy your weekend, hope you're all staying safe. See you later.